sit there and talk about all that crap. Sitting there saying that we're never on time. We're on time. Well, let's go.
Let me hit this, man.
We on, man. Hurry up and hit it, man.
Trying to feel good, Hab.
Come on, what up, man?
Trying to feel good, bro. Shit.
Trying to feel good, gang.
What's cracking, nation?
What up, what up, what up?
One day closer. Kickoff.
We close. We getting there now.
We officially in the building with game one.
Yep. Everybody in the building. Everybody's accounted for. Red hat coming off. You know how it is.
Red jerseys.
Red hats, red jerseys, whatever.
No. You need to wear a red jersey and a red hat so they can know you.
I need red everything, bro. Matter of fact, red this last comment and I'm out. What up? RaiderNationLive in this bed.
What up?
Chilling, man. Burnt the F out, bro. But we're here. We're going to rock it out. You know what I'm saying? RaiderNationLive. I'm Yo Low. We got Coach Gravy ready to get vote 28. What up, fellas?
What's up?
Grab your cock.
Oh. Whoa.
Do you understand that, like, in the first 10 minutes, YouTube, they have, like, you know, AIs watching all this stuff. When you say stuff like that, they kick us off. Like, they kick us off, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro, I'm telling you they do.
It's 806.
The first thing you do is just, like, and everybody's wondering why we don't have, like, thousands of followers, bro.
Because of that.
Yeah, exactly because of that. This is a kid-friendly show, son of a bitch.
Why don't we just get rid of the guy that does the chat? Why don't we get rid of the guy that does the chat that me and Gabe will get thousands and thousands and thousands?
You guys probably will, bro. You guys probably will. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I really feel that you guys will probably get way more.
You know, you guys are working now, got all these things going on, and whoop-de-whoop. You're gonna have
but then when I wasn't working, then apparently, like, I wasn't too busy, or I don't know. I can never, bro. You are the most you're like the master manipulator, bro. Like that is what you do, and it's horrible, bro. And you know what he told me today?
I've been ready. I've been waiting for a beat for 2 years, Gabe.
Damn.
2 years? It hasn't even been that long. It's been one season.
I met the dude.
It's been one off season.
That's long enough, bro.
I offer you to punch you in, you know, wherever a long time. I'll beat you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for free. Like, you know, like it's cool. But I don't want to do it because it's like you're beating an old person, then they're gonna look at me funny.
Get your fucking young ass over here and see what happens. Bring your dogs with you.
Man, these dogs ain't gonna do shit.
Your dogs ain't gonna do shit.
They ain't gonna do shit.
I got girls, you got boys, and my girls will be humping on your boys.
Probably, bro. You're raising them wrong. That's what's wrong.
What's up, gang?
Chilling.
All this nonsense and shit.
Man, it is all funny games, man.
What I tell you today, bro? What I tell you today?
What?
He said, you know what he told me? I told you a bunch of shit.
You tell him what you told me.
I forgot. I forget, man.
Oh, now you forget. Plausible deniability. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing now, bro. I'm seeing now.
Anyways, man, welcome to the show. Welcome to RaiderNationLive. Like I said, once again, I'm Yo Low. We got Coach Gravy, and I'm ready to get 420. And
the first 10 minutes.
Last game of preseason. We're gonna do a little preview. I know game review, whatever, whatnot. People are pulling up. Apparently, Max had a bat and interception. Got a couple more players on the roster. You know, obviously Gardner Minshew is going to be the new starting guy. So I'm hearing a few reports. It's going to be pretty dope. We're going to kind of get into it. I know the chat's going to get into it too, man. Like we always tell you guys around these parts, be thankful for what you do got, what you don't, and don't drink and drive. And if you haven't been here before, go to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we'll go live. When we go live, you'll get that notification. We are live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, 8 p.m. And we will be having a couple little different shows with Smokeout Hour coming up during season when we're playing fantasy football, and also the Pick'em show. So if you guys want to get with Gabe, come on in, talk some shit. Get with Gabe, and we'll go from there. But they'll be posting on all the channels, man. Just giving you a heads up, man. We're gonna get to the chat, and then we'll get into it. Unfaced first person in the building. What up? What up? What up? Crank that juice, aka PEDs on Tyree. He needs major effing fucking boosters. The Cowboys do it every time, and then they trade for one of our guys. Man, that's crazy. Shout out on FaZe, bro. Cuss words. But too short. AP DDT. What up, bro? Salute to you. My opinion's in the building. Josh right here says, Powers, Booth, Adams, Miller, all in practice today. Gravy about to be mad as me. Wilson got embarrassed by Pete today at practice. Wilson needs to go. Shit. Everybody's on Wilson's helmet, bro. Man. Yeah, everybody's on Wilson's helmet, bro. So anyways, we're going to get back into it. Wild Turkey in the building. What up? Josh showing us some love. Arkham, cousin Ark right there, bro. Shout out Ark. Hopefully you're doing good, man. Kev, what up? Kev's in the building. Ernest in the building. What up? Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson sent me a few stuff, man. Shout out Sean Johnson, bro. Always sending me some good stuff. Appreciate you, Sean. Like always. John B, what up? Hopefully you're having a good one, bro. Hopefully everyone's having a good Tuesday. Monday was crazy, man. But hey, we're getting through it, man. Just a couple more days and it'll be Friday, and then we'll have to do it all over again. SoCal Sound in the building. What up? Everyone's showing love. Low and Gravy Mud Wrestling. No, I'm good. I'm totally good off that shit. Oh, shit.
And get his ass beat. That's why.
Yeah, he would, bro. I would. But then you're going to end up taking a quick nap, like, look at my boy.
Only dude that drown in mud and shit. Gonna drown your ass in mud.
That's right. Shit. Dirty Ernie in the house? Okay. That sounds...
Dirty Ernie.
Dang, how many dirties are there? Versili, Verse V Sally. I don't know. What up, V?
Representing 559.
Myra, what up? Myra's a fool right there. Shout out Myra. 2 cents in the building. Shout out to everybody. He said, all right, you got to get with Leo. He's into cards. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Get with Leo, bro. That's what's up. Kenna, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. We are caught up in the chat. All right, man. Let's talk about it. What do you guys hearing, man? Talk to me, guys. What are you guys hearing?
What did Sean send you?
Sean sent me a lot.
Well, I'll say what I today I like the good news. I don't like the, of course, Tyree shit like that, but I'm almost like, I don't know, man. It's little by little. It started to wear on me. No shit, fucking. For sure, I'm not gonna argue with Gravy no more. For sure, I'm not arguing with Gravy no more. About
you
that
can
shit.
watch that movie right now.
I don't know, man. Well, at least it gives me a little bit more time to the weekend, to the season starts to like at least prolong it. But now I'll say the good news from today though. Is I other than that though, like I like that we got Colton back. You know what I mean? That was the biggest news from today. You know what I mean? We kind of activated him off the pub list and like that, so that's great news. Jackson Powers Johnson, no longer having the red jersey, the non-contact pretty much jersey on in practice, so he's ready to go. DA's back, you know what I mean? He was back already, but just Brock Bowers was back at practice. Just seeing the team at full strength is real good to see for sure.
Well, if we didn't take him off that list, I guess in a couple of days they would have had to wait 4 games.
Yeah.
So,
no, but the good thing is that he came back, and like how they activated Jackson Powers Johnson last week, and they had him wear the red jersey for a couple days. And Colton came back today, I guess, ready to go. No red jersey, no nothing like that. So he came back today ready to go. So I think it was more of working him out. Yeah. So I just think it was he was doing drills. I don't think he was in there with like the actual like starters in line and shit like that. I think that he's gonna be doing that in the next couple of days, but his first day of practice. But the good thing is at least he's not out there with no red jersey. So he was still doing drills, blocking drills and shit like that. So contact was, he was able to like not have the red jersey. So he was able to feel some of the contact today in the first day, but not, of course, not starting with the defense, starting with the starting O and shit like that. But I think that's a foregone conclusion, for him that he's gonna start. You know what I mean? Especially with the struggles on on that left side. You know what I mean? So I think but it's very good news, man. I think Colton Miller's been one of the better tackles, for a couple years now. Obviously, he hasn't been the same, I think, last year, but he's still good. I think he's still going to be a bounce back year this year.
Well, good question, man.
I
think let's looking at it, if you're talking about Colton Miller, we're bouncing off of Colton. I think him staying off of not out of all the preseasons and stuff like that, trying to stay healthy. I think he still need a little bit more time.
He got 3 weeks. He got 3 weeks to get like into, I guess, some more shit. That's better than having to come in that one. Obviously, I don't even want to say this thing because it's just something that all off season we've been kind of little by little talking about it. But with Jacobs, we don't have the same. It's not going to be the same situation like Jacobs last year, coming in 2-3 days before the season or a week before season, and trying to get ready and ramp everything up. So it's good to have him now. You know what I mean? And it's not a contract situation, so it's it's more of a. I think it was trying to get him fully 100%, and because they know that we're gonna need him. You know what I mean? So having him 100%, I think was more important than going out there and see what he has. You know what I mean? Or see if he still has it. You know what I mean? Quote unquote, see if he still has it as a left tackle, because I just think that they have a lot of trust in him. So I think they held him out of these 2 first games because they know what they have in him.
Well, yeah. He's proved it over the fucking years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even maybe it's not his first year, but even at the end of that first year, he's showed a lot of fucking promise. So, like, him doing what he's doing, bro, like, it's Colt Miller, bro. Like, he's one of the big fixtures, you know what I mean, coming into, this year or whatever, not. He's been there for a long time. But for me, like, I was just thinking, man, they're like you were just saying, they just rested him, make sure he got right, because you are using your arms, and he did miss a few games last year too. So, and Gravy's always saying that, like, obviously offensive lineman, you got to use your arms, you got to be able to fully extend. If he wasn't be able to fully extend and grab it and do his thing, you know what I mean, that was gonna be kind of it'll hurt him more than actually like help him in the long run. So. You know what I mean? It's great that he's actually like coming back and stuff like that. I'm a little concerned about JPJ. I think Pete's gonna sit back and do his thing in that guard spot. But I did hear something, and it was reflected off of the quarterback.
I thought Whitehair did a good job, bro. Whitehair did a great job right there.
Oh, did he?
I think I'm not talking shit about Whitehair or anything like that. I just think it's Jackson Powers' job when he's ready. I don't think he'll be ready for week 1 because he missed a lot of time. But the way that just AP talks about it, it sounds like he wants him there sooner than later, but he could tell that he's not comfortable with starting him in the first, like at least in the first 1 or 2, like game 1 or game 2. I mean, because of you don't want to rush him out there, especially because he's just coming off of a concussion, coming off of like that, I guess that little shoulder thing that he had in the off season. So I just think that it's more of that, and you could tell, I don't know, like always looking at like little kind of like body language type shit. It looks like kind of, but I mean I could be talking out of my ass or whatever, pause, but it looks like AP saying is like the saying of Jackson Powers is not going to start, and like game 1 and all that shit. It looks like it's almost like a challenge kind of at Powers too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, we're going to give you a chance to be out there, because he didn't say no. He said, will he be out there game 1? I don't know. Like, I don't think so. Like saying I don't think so, kind of like almost like issuing a challenge towards them. You know what I mean? So like if you're ready game 1 and we feel like you're ready, and you work your ass off to that day, I think I honestly don't think he'll play game 1, but I think he's gonna be in there sooner than later, dog. But I just think Jackson. I believe a lot in Jackson Powers. That's one of the reasons why I wanted him so bad in the pause too on that shit in the second round last year. You know what I mean? It's just that it was a reason why. You know what I mean? That's one of the reasons why we were hyped. You know what I mean? After the Bowers pick. You know what I mean? Because obviously we didn't get our quarterback, but getting the tight end and then getting another position that we all felt, that we needed help in the offensive line. And Jackson Powers Johnson was the best center in college last year. You know what I mean? And I just think he's going to be a good addition once he gets, 100% on that guard. You know what I mean? In that guard position.
Yeah,
So
Rob, this is
Jack, can I have a
checking
question
out.
here? If Miller's back and of Gabe's point, does Pete move to left guard week 1? So I think that's what he was saying. You want to elaborate on that, Gravy?
I don't see nothing wrong with White here, but if they do that, that's Pete's position. But if this kid, I was just like Roach Chip had that on there. It's a concern of mine. Did he get that Renfro type concussion that knocked him out three games, and then he came back and he wasn't the same, or is this dude? I don't see how he got a concussion during non-contact OTAs, but I'm not gonna say that he's a wuss or anything, but if I think he needs to get in there. I'm pretty sure he knows the playbook and what he needs to do. Just get his speed under him, gameplay, and to throw him out there one, let him go to twos, practice a little bit, then game time situations, throw him in there once in a little bit. If you see him a little bit, or maybe even this game, this is a perfect opportunity to show your will against these fourth and fifth string guys, these third string guys. If you're a second round pick, supposedly you were a top 20 pick from the get go, but you're a second round pick. You should be able to throw these guys around, and if you improve that and show that, then you'll be ready to go sooner, in my eyes. But I'm more worried about the dude long-term wise than I would just hold him back. Yeah. But we don't know the severity of this head injury. Is it a concussion or is it something that was very, dangerous? Because you missed that long, bro. That's neurologically, man. That's bad.
But I will say that it is bad. Regardless, any concussion is bad. I just will say that I just think the precautions, like, and the red flags that they put up now, that the NFL kind of like makes the NFL adhere to, kind of like that kind of held them out of a lot of extra days too. Like, I think if this shit was back in the early 2000s, that motherfucker would have been back in a week. You know what I mean? It's just that I think that nowadays they take a lot of more caution, especially, when it's like training camp and, he's a rookie. I think that they're going to ease him along. They're going to probably hold him out longer than expected, especially with the concussion, because he is a young dude and you don't want those shits to, those type of like problems to re-arise, because concussions are fucking serious as hell. You know what I mean? But so it's just, I think it's more of a precaution, but for sure, any concussion is it's alarming. But I just think that with him, I don't think he's had the concussion issues before ever. So I think maybe it was just fucking, bad hit, bad area. You know what I mean? Maybe just something helmet to helmet.
A big one. Big
one. It was
probably
a helmet to helmet where, big collision or something like that, just helmet to helmet or something. But I would say it's more of a precautionary thing, because I just think that these type of players, like especially him in the trenches, they're not. I think that they're giving him enough time to make a run at it. Will he get there? I mean, it's gonna be hard just because of all the time that he missed, but they're giving him a shot at it. So you know what I mean? So I just think that it's we're gonna see, like you said, we're gonna see how he performs in these next couple of weeks of practice and shit like that. Can he hold his own with like the second stringers in practice, and then when he does get called to work with the ones, can he hold his own against the starting ones on D and shit like that? So I just think that easing him along with that shit is going to be more of a. I think it's going to be more of a they're gonna try to do that, an emphasis on that shit, like ease them along, because it's just helmet to helmet. I mean, concussions is just. I mean, since that fucking
the natural thing right now that we try to get used to, and you can't get used to that.
Yeah, it's just the movie. Remember that movie, the lawsuit, big lawsuit.
And the NFL probably told him, hey, give this dude's young, we don't want to get sued. You have to bring that up. You know what I mean? You have to say This guy's a rookie player. He's got a big concussion already.
See, that's what I wanted to know.
We don't want to get
because I know he missed 2 games in college in all his career in college. So, what did he miss one of those games due to a concussion? Because I know he only missed 2. I know he missed one due to like a shoulder injury. So was the other one due to a concussion? I know he only missed 2 games in his whole, you know what I mean, in his whole shit at Oregon. So, I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, I know some people will say his injury thing was concerning, but I mean, the dude pushed through most of them. You know what I mean? Because if he did have injury concerns, dude only missed 2 games in what, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. So I like that.
I thought people were saying this guy's injury prone. He only had missed 3 games.
2.
Yeah. Missed 2 games his whole career at Oregon, and then people say he's injury prone.
Yeah.
That's not injury prone.
Because he plays through injuries. Yeah.
That's better. Yeah, that's better than some NFL players that are out there now.
Well, let me answer this question real quick from Jack Kenneth. Says, I'll ask you and Gabe. Well, Gabe already gave you as answer. And then if we really look at the depth chart right now, the actually starting left guard is going to be Whitehair. Somebody else put it up here. Yeah, he's more familiar.
They put a new roster out.
Sandy Band said right here, shout out, says, Cody is definitely going to start at left guard. He's familiar already with Luke Getsy's offense. There's a reason they brought him in. So there's that answer right there for you, brother.
And he didn't play bad. And he didn't play bad, Lo. He did it. Yeah. He did a good job.
There's a couple his own. Yeah, hold on. There's a couple things that a couple of people were asking right here. It says, my opinion was asking you guys who's going to start, who plays quarterback this weekend, AOC and Peterman? Yeah, I don't see why not. No AOC?
It's gonna be probably Bradley and Peterman, dog, because the C was gonna get that 3rd position. I think our quarterback position, I think our quarterback positions are set, so I don't think they even need a C anymore at AOC. Like if they needed a C anymore at AOC, maybe, but I don't think they need a C more. He's gonna be our backup to start the season. I think it's more who's gonna be our 3rd quarterback, that emergency quarterback, and I think it's gonna be more of a half and a half between Carter Bradley and Peterman. It's gonna be 1/2 and 1/2.
So you're gonna see the goal out there.
I could just hear what anybody would say if AOC gets 4 touchdowns this game. Oh, I told you he should have started.
That's another reason why they're probably not gonna play him this week either, because of that chatter. Like they want to avoid that chatter. AOC won't play this weekend.
Yeah, Free Thinker also asked, well, what do I think the score is gonna be next game? I'm not really tripping on it. I just want to see who's gonna like shine out a little bit, maybe make some good plays. I'm not really tripping on this whole 3rd game. I don't think the whole NFL is really doing it. These are for the last guys trying to get a spot. So, I mean, if we get a win, that's going to be cool. But I think we're
20 guys going for 3 spots probably on teams right now. Bro.
Yeah, so it's not going to really be.
They're going to let them shine, bro. They got to let those guys shine.
Yeah. So Aaron Davis says right here, says, you know what I'm sick of as a Raiders. Sick of this Raiders bullshit year after year. We don't get it done. Same old stuff every year. If
you're falling into the narrative of that they need to already fire AP and all of that shit, then I get why you're thinking like that, Aaron. But I mean, what has this preseason? Obviously, the quarterback position or whatever, but I don't see where you say like this isn't like every other year. Like I don't see this as every other year. I see for sure we're going to. Do we still need a quarterback? Maybe that's still to be determined, because Minshew could come out here and ball the fuck out, and then he could shut pretty much everybody. Because even the people that think that that wanted him to play quarterback, a lot of them still think that even though they wanted him to start this year, they still don't think he's the answer. You know what I mean, for the long run. So I just think he could come out and ball out, and then you know what I mean, and then we're in the perfect situation. But I think as far as everything else, I think the stuff played against us, in the draft and all of that stuff with the quarterback situation. But I just think like I go back to the first things, one of the first things that AP said, and this is a fucking good saying, like Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I mean? It's like, do we want a quarterback right now to start already? You know what I mean? Building with that quarterback, yeah. But I just think that we're building towards a better future. And I mean, with when you could already start adding pieces, the one thing I will say is that it's gotta be soon. Like it's gotta be Minshew, or next year we gotta pull out all the stops to go try to go do it. But because they're not gonna give, the new NFL, they're not gonna give you as a coach, humongous leash to lose a couple of years and then get your feet wet and then start winning. You're gonna have to start. It's a different NFL nowadays where you're gonna have to show results, but I think AP has enough for that to where they'll know what to evaluate in the offseason if they have to go get a quarterback or anything like that. It's like I understand we want the quarterback now, you know what I mean, and we wanted Jaden Daniels, we wanted somebody to come in here and save our franchise or whatever like that. But I just think we're building in the right direction. It's just we do need it. We still might need a quarterback. Yeah, that's the question that's still going to be there all season. But can Minshew erase those questions? Minshew, or if AOC does get a chance, can any of them erase those questions? That's going to be the biggest thing. Because as far as the rest of the team, I don't see where you can keep saying like, oh, every year they do this shit. Every year they do this shit. Like, what did they do this offseason that made you think, oh shit, they fucked up? They signed a player that is worth shit. They signed this player that's old already, and they're giving him this big ass contract like if he was in his prime. Like, I just don't see those contracts being done. Yeah. I don't see them, going out of their ways and like, drafting somebody like I'm sorry for saying this shit because as of right now, drafting somebody like Tyree. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're going more to their plan. You know what I mean? So I just think it's like night and day from what you're used to. So that's why I say what I say when I don't think it's your typical, oh, I'm tired of this every year we do this shit. Like it's different.
Who on that draft that Tyree came from was dope on our team right?
Who is there? What did we draft last year? We drafted.
I wait.
Tyree that year. We drafted. Oh well, I like Mumford that year. Mumford was cool. Mumford is a starter.
And Parham.
No, Parham was the first year, right? Parham was the first year, and then their second draft was Tyree. Their first draft was their first pick of their draft. Parham, the third round pick.
Nobody else in that draft besides Tyree.
I think Mumford was in that draft too. I think Mumford was in that first draft too, to be honest. But fucking the Tyree draft. It was Tyree the first pick. Our second pick last year. Who was our second pick last year?
It was the year before last.
No, the year before last was when we took Parham.
Did we get Meyer too?
Oh yeah, we got Meyer in the second round. Yeah, we got Meyer in the second round. So that was a good. I like that pick. I like Meyer. Because I think he's gonna be a good tight end for us. I like our tight end positions. Meyer's second pick. I mean, AOC was our fourth round pick. I mean, he battled for the playoff. I mean, he's still good. I think he's still gonna be an important part of this team. So I won't say, even though he's not the starter, and I just think that fourth round pick. I mean, obviously we wish that he would have became the starter, but I still think he's going to play a big part. So I wouldn't say he's a bad pick. I wouldn't say AOC was a bad pick because he was a fourth round pick. I mean, he is going to play. I think he is a better caliber backup as of right now. Like if you were to look at backups right now in the league, I would say he's one of the better ones. You know what I mean? In the league as a backup, even though he hasn't played as a backup. But I would just say, I don't know. I don't. It was a different regime too. You know what I mean? So this is going to be our first actual year of evaluating this regime's fucking draft picks.
That's the problem of the regimes. We went from Gruden, then we went to McDaniels. Gruden fucked up. McDaniels fucked up.
Wait, Tucker?
AP hasn't.
Wait, oh yeah. Arnold, Tucker. Tucker's looking like he's gonna be promising.
AP hasn't done anything. Even Bisaccia, we were in the playoffs. Or almost.
That wasn't Bisaccia's fault, bro. That I'm on some real shit.
No, but I knew he wasn't gonna be the head coach. But that was the same year. That was Gruden. That was Gruden's era. And then what was before that? How many coaches that we had that had 1 year jobs 2-year jobs. That stability gets you the players. We got a mixed match, a bunch of players, Gruden's guys. McDaniels and Ziegler's guys, and now we got Telesco's squad over here.
To be honest, now thinking about our draft class last year, I actually kind of like our draft class last year, other than Tyree.
That shit was
because we had it was Michael Mayer, and then Byron Young. What I'm looking at, Byron Young looks like, I mean, he's been getting some kind of hype during training camp, and then we got Trey Tucker, Jacorian Bennett, Aiden, Mari Burney, Chris Smith, and Nesta Jade.
Well, yeah, I was just asking, is there balling?
Those were our guys from last year.
So the most important pick, we fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So we would have got that defensive tackle or Christian Gonzalez. We would have been straight good drafts, even though how stupid those guys were as coaches.
I think Raider. I think answer Ja. I think it's Jacorian was our 3rd round pick, and then there was 2 4th round picks because we traded back up into the 4th round pick to pick Tucker was the first pick, and then or vice versa. But both were Aiden and Tucker were both picked in the 4th round.
But as far as we were on that JPJ, I would give him some experience during the 49er game, like I said. What if Whitehair gets exposed to this real life game now? You know what I mean? With this good game 1 defense, you got a week and some practices to be with first team, second team guys, and then if you hit this preseason game, if he has a clean bill of health, he could go out there and play. Because if you take him off the PUD list, if he's practicing, you took that red jersey off him, that's free. That's free game for me. You know what I mean? Can't be touched. You can be touched now. So I think you'll be experience-wise good that this dude goes out there against knowing that he has a job somewhere on the offensive line, at least second string, and then playing against 3rd, 4th guys that are fighting to get on spots, which they're all going to step up their game to make the squad. For the 49ers, that'll be good. Experience for him as far as the pro level, because he ain't got no pro level except for ourselves, and he was wearing a red jersey. Or he was going against in the rookie camp. That's the last time I seen him. He didn't do no OTAs. So I think JPJ might get in there.
Yeah, I think he's going to be solid probably by game 2. Let them do what they got to do and stuff like that. I would say our opener, our home opener, to get him comfortable. Game 3.
If you see him play in this preseason game, they're looking at him as that left guard starter. He's projected there in their minds already.
Yeah, ultimately that's what we wanted to do and get him there and stuff like that. But at the same time, if you're really, really looking at it, and what Coach AP was really, really looking at the overall aspect of everything, because if you really think about it like this. I think one of the bigger reasons why AOC got benched over Gardner Minshew is because Gardner Minshew's mobile. They know that JPJ isn't going to be ready over there. They're a little bit worried about that left side. The fucking line's not completely where they wanted it to be and what they're looking at. You know what I mean? If they had JPJ there and then, Colt Miller fucking working hand to hand, you know what I mean? And being in sync with that line, that line is going to be a lot more sturdier than, if we're going to have Pete or Whitehair in there. So if you really look at it like that, they're going to need a mobile quarterback, someone that can move with the pocket. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that they don't have their faith in Whitehair or Pete, but yet at the same time, if that happens to where it's Pete and Whitehair or Whitehair on that side, we're going to need to move the ball. So I think that's more of a professional decision that they're looking at. If he's coming in not ready, you know what I mean? I think AP even said with the whole Tyree thing, if he wasn't ready, he's not ready, and we're not going to force him in there because he's going to be here, and they want him to be here for a long, long time. So why rush? But see, the thing is, we can't contradict ourselves, because if Whitehair is actually doing a good job and he's doing next to Colton, What are we worried about? That's a
Well, a lot of
veteran
those
presence.
offensive linemen.
I'm not saying starting the dude. I'm saying put him in on some reps so we can get used to what's going on.
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
yeah, of course. And he needs to get used to it. He
A
needs
lot of
to
those
get
offensive linemen are,
Yeah.
are actually like fucking like really like feel like Whitehair is a guy that's probably going to
Balling
start
out.
the beginning of the season because
Balling out.
they've all credited him on them learning the offense quicker. You know what I mean? Offense, the offense, all their pretty much their assignments and shit like that because he's so familiar already with this system. So like I think that has him. I think that's the reason why I think it's going to be a little harder for Jackson Powers to get in there. Game one, especially with the time he missed because of that. Because I think the second round pick and like Gravy said, and the way that the NFL is built nowadays. I think they were expecting Powers to start, but I just think Whitehair made it a little hard for them because of his familiarity with this offense.
Yeah. See, and
he got
we're
injured.
looking at it,
Injured.
but we see we got to really look at it like this, Gravy. Like really, like when Tyree came in, in this same aspect, right? Tyree came in injured, whatever, whatnot. JPJ didn't come injured, but there were protocols and whatever, whatnot. And then, you know what I mean? We don't want him to come in under a bad, I'm not saying Getsy's a bad, coach or whatever or not, but you want him to fucking develop in the player that he needs to be. So if we have a veteran presence that knows this fucking system, knows Getsy, and is going to be solidified, and then you can kind of slowly get him in there, fuck it, let's do it. I don't want to waste this talent.
That's all I mean. That's all I mean.
A buddy turned around and told me that like the Raiders, because we have no quarterback or anything like that, we're gonna wait. We're gonna well, my best friend Jug and shit. This fool turned around and told me, he goes, you guys get good ass tight ends and just let them wither away. So the thing is also like Myers, because I mean at least Gardner Minshew is gonna be a little bit serviceable. So you don't want to just throw him in there just because he's that number 2 pick. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he doesn't want to be in there or can't be in there, but if you got to really look at it overall, like I even said, I was like, if they go Gardner Minshew, I said, Coach AP is going to look for that veteran presence, somebody that knows how to get this team fucking riled up and whatever or not. So him as a rookie needs to learn. Whitehair is going to probably show us some shit. And I believe in veteran presence on the line, and then the young buck comes in and then gets perfectly like comfortable with that shit. I think it's just a progress. It's just a progress of what has to happen. And we got to, as a coach, like we have to make the hard decisions. You know what I mean? If I was in there as a coach, had to make the hard decisions. Hey, Colin, you're not ready to go? Okay, fuck it. We're not going to push the issue, but that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking it slow. And Gabe was like, yeah. Coach is like, I'm not sure. They took the glasses off and this and that and whatever or not. I don't want to force that shit.
Then leave the red jersey on him then right now. Why you take it off?
No, I think he's ready to go now. I think that the time that they waited on him, I think now that they took the red jersey off, I think you're going to see him at full strength now. I think you're going to see him, banging out there, banging heads out there. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's just going to be. I don't think there's no restrictions on him anymore. And I do, and another thing, like Jack, I feel you. I'm pretty sure.
I'll see what up.
I'm pretty sure Pete is probably a better left guard as of career wise. But the thing is, reps matter. And when all camp you've been only taking reps at tackle, and Whitehair has taken all the reps at guard. It's not gonna it's not like a flip of the switch, and you're just gonna be able to get inserted at guard like right away like that.
Play good.
Otherwise, especially with the other guy getting all the reps. I mean, it's just, and it's not like I haven't seen. It's not like you've seen Pete outplay Whitehair in this preseason either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like you've seen Pete get his ass fucking demolished out there by a rookie. So it's just like that's the only reason I say like you don't put all your eggs in a Pete move because you don't like Whitehair. You know what I mean, to guard, because it's just I'd rather have Whitehair with the familiarity of this offense and wait on Powers to get inserted after if Whitehair's not working out. But just to like moving guys like that, I don't know.
The knowledge, Gabe, that people have is that whoever plays tackle he can play guard too. That's not the case.
It's not the way it is.
You could be a small tackle and kick ass. You could be a 6'3", 4 tackle and kick ass. There's a bunch of them in the NFL starting, but you don't need to be 6'7", 6'8" like these other guys. You can play. Whitehair didn't do. Whitehair is what 6'6". That's a big guard, bro. And then and usually guards are light in the ass, but they're real strong. They're the strongest dudes on your line. But the way that once he gets his guys in there, like if he gets this JP, if he gets this kid in there, he probably can't wait. So that's what makes me think, you know what, we want this dude to get in there. We love, but Whitehair came in here and put a little wedgie inside there and said, well, I'm here too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
I know this offense. Like I know what this offense. You know how it's supposed to run.
Leave him out
there.
Yeah,
Rook. Hey, get behind me, Rook. Yeah, take care of that shit. Let me. Yeah.
Right, young Buck, we're gonna give you more time to rest. We're gonna give you more time to chill out. Watch Whitehair. Keep an eye on him. Something happens to him. He starts getting beat, getting tired or whatever. Then you're up, and then take advantage of that. Take advantage of that.
See, I mean, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the young bull wanting to come out and do his thing. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. But yet at the same time, AP says we need veteran presence to come out fast.
Whitehair didn't do nothing wrong to do that job.
I haven't. The only bad thing that I've seen on that left side was Pete getting burnt, and I think most of that was AOC's fucking deep ass drops. So that rookie just recognized it and just went straight upfield and then hit the cut, bro. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. We didn't hear nothing bad from Whitehair at all, bro. At all.
I mean, if they were alternating with fucking, like if they were alternating at that position and he was taking half of the reps and the other guy was taking half of the reps, then hell yeah, then okay, whoever's playing better, let's go. But just to be like playing tackle like all camp and then even in the preseason games, and then you just want to be, moved to guard just because, somebody like who basically I haven't seen him outplay even the guard, you know what I mean? So just to, kind of like thrust them in there over him, I don't see why, you know what I mean? I just don't see the reason, you know what I mean? I just think, because to be honest, I really do think it's Jackson Powers' job, dog. It's just in the waiting. It's who can get that job, and I just think they're more comfortable. They're more comfortable with somebody knowing this offense to hold that, like basically be a placeholder fucking for fucking JPJ until he could come back because he knows the offense so well. Like I just think that they feel more comfortable with that than just bringing in somebody that's been in tackle all camp and just moving him back to guard because he's been good at that position before. I mean, but he hasn't taken those reps now. I don't know, but I would put more faith in probably Whitehair than Pete right now.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh yeah.
You can't if you make him wait, the farther behind he's gonna be behind Whitehair. He needs to get in there. So I hope he gets a couple of reps in this game.
But let's be realistic. Colt Miller was a number 1 draft pick. Colt Miller didn't come in injury, didn't come anything. When he came in, they slapped him out there. Learn. Okay? Get that part. AP knows that these first 4 games are going to be very, very crucial. You don't want to put anything out there on the fucking field that you're kind of like, I don't know. You know what I mean? If one person's hurt, he can get hurt on play. That means somebody else can get an open shot. Someone else can get hurt. You got to look at all the fucking telltale signs of something like that, especially on a rookie's fucking hands. AP just went with having a fucking rookie. You know what I mean? Like, just to barely fucking get the job by the skin of his teeth. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to listen to what a coach is saying. We got to look at what the website's saying. We got to stop looking at what everybody else thinks, what ESPN says, what fucking these douchebags are saying. Look at it right here, because if you look, quarterback was Gardner Minshew and AOC. Now, if you look at it right here on the depth chart, it shows Gardner Minshew. It shows everybody that they have in line right here. You got to do a little bit of research and just follow your lead with what the Raiders are saying, not what anybody else is saying. You know what I mean? So it's like right here, it shows Cody Whitehair and Jackson Powers Johnson second. That's the way it is. Like, it changes.
And you also have to keep in mind too, like, bro, both like Mumford is young in this position as a starter, right? He's been getting better and better and better, but he's young in that position, and I like the progress DJ Glaze is making. So I like that he has somebody like in the waiting just in case like that. But they also have to have that on the other side because like we said, I trust Colton Miller, but he had like last year he missed games. He had shoulder surgery this year. Like I would rather have Pete, you know what I mean, as a reserve for that, like as an insurance policy for that, than and have Whitehair who hasn't really done anything to lose the job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's true, but yeah, at the same time, Pete is a problem. He could be a problem, but see, this is the thing. What they're gonna do is they're gonna adjust. Like shout out Joe Ali right here, man. Shout out Joe Ali battle, all you guys, man. I appreciate you. DJ Glaze didn't do bad. A lot of people were like, kind of like, what the hell is he doing? He didn't do bad at all. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So you got to remember when what's the name went down, who was our right tackle? It was fucking Luminar. And guess who went to left tackle and did their fucking job? Mumford. So there it is, bro. So it's like you got a guy that even though it's hard, he'll be able to fucking get it in there and do what he has to do. So
get it in there.
I told you they picked him number 3 for a reason.
Yeah.
I told you they picked him that high for a reason.
See, Fear, shout out Fear, bro. Said it's a long season, no need to rush anything. Thank you.
Long season.
Yeah, we're not gonna run down there.
I think you give him like 5 weeks, which from now to our home opener, that's basically about 5 weeks, 6 weeks almost. I think that gives him the perfect opportunity to start in our home opener against the Carolina Panthers.
Who are you talking about?
Hopefully it's sooner, JPJ. Hopefully it's sooner. Yeah. I mean, I would hope to God like that he does take that challenge to heart and he does, outplay whatever. Like for me, like I really have nothing invested in Whitehair. I would say I would want Whitehair because, like I said, the familiarity with the offense, but it's nothing. It's not like we have the best player. Of course, that's what we want playing that position. So like if JPJ can, straight out win that job by game 1, then fuck yeah. Then let's put him on the field. But I really do think that they have like a little plan for him, and I think he'll be ready by most likely. I think this is my prediction. He'll be ready by week 3, which is our home opener against the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah,
I'm pulling for Whitehair and Glaze. I'm pulling for them dudes.
Hey, Glaze is going.
Let James and Miller tell him what to do. James especially. James knows what he's doing, so he can pull Glaze under his wing and say, "Hey, young man, we got to do this. We got to do that." And it'll be better for Miller. We'll keep Miller around. We'll keep Pro Bowl talent around longer when we got guys like Glaze, and Pete. Well, Pete's older than Miller, but Pete to me, man, these 2 games he just gave up two bad plays. The Dallas game he did good.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. I don't really think Pete was his fault. You got to really look at it. It was his fault.
Minnesota, he played bad, but he got bulldozers by a younger dude. He got that dude schooled him, but that guy was a top 10 pick from Alabama, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
He's fast. He's strong. Pete don't need none of that shit no more. He's like, what the hell am I doing here? Probably thought about retiring, seeing dudes like that.
You want to see him use his veteran skills with a young player like that, though. And I just didn't see him in that first game.
He tried.
I seen two bad plays in that. I seen 2 bad plays and everybody making it rougher than anything.
And he's tough.
For example, one of the first plays when we're backed off in the end zone, that kid came in and he fucking glazed. Pete had him all the way behind AOC because he had him planted. AOC stood in the pocket and he was able to do that. On the 2 hits towards the last of the fucking with those plays, last play calls, when he got the ball out to Bowers, AOC was almost 9 yards in the backfield. You know what I mean? Because he took it, did the play action, then moved further back, planted his feet, was a little bit slower, but barely got it out to wait for the play to develop. But if he would have stepped into it, that's where that kid turned around and understood exactly what he was doing. So all you got to do is go straight up. He can only backpedal so fast. And then he's going to hit that cut on him. That's what I'm saying. And then after that play, that's when he got the sack. AOC went 8 yards deep, where you're supposed to go back to your 5, maybe 6, and then step into the pocket. If you really, really watch it, go look at those plays, and that's what everybody was saying. It wasn't Pete's fault. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't.
That guy got the inside.
I'm not saying that it couldn't be that, but the combination. The kid recognized it, went straight up field, and then cut in. It just
but the thing with Pete is that he doesn't open up his hips for a tackle, he doesn't open up those hips fast enough, dog, because you're not supposed to, if you're gonna get a guy out there, you gotta get him out there wide. He went upfield and went around, but he had a straight line, almost like a straight line to O'Connell. You know what I mean? You gotta make him you gotta make him go around. You know what I mean? You got to make him really go around on that shit. And that's the only thing. I just think he's maybe he's a little older. Maybe he's lost a step. That's why he can't, get to the outside that quick. And guys are faster, stronger and shit.
But it's also, it was a long fucking drive. How long was that drive? 8 minutes?
Yeah, but we only scored 3. We only scored 3.
Well, regardless, whatever. I think that was more.
Regardless, you just said your quarterback goes in the backfield 15 yards. He's 7 yards from a shotgun.
But also,
he goes back 5 more yards.
Another thing too, we're 3 yards out, and we have Zamir White that's averaging 5.8 yards of fucking carry, and they fucking try to throw a fade in the back to fucking Tucker. Come on, bro. That was a play call right there. So, and then the thing is, so it's he already tried it before, man. Fucking push that ball in. You know what I mean? Let's go. Sure. See, it was play calling. It was a combination of shit. It wasn't. Yeah. I don't want to blame Pete on that, and I'm not saying that nobody can fuck up and do some plays like that. But it was an adjustment, long drive, all that shit. I'm not making excuses. There's a lot of different things that can go involved. That play calling was bad because when they turned around and got into the fucking same kind of predicament, they ran the fucking ball 4 yards out. Zamir got a touchdown. You know what I mean? Same predicament, same shit. But they made a different call. So that's where it's kind of or maybe Garner went to an audible because he was kind of in the same kind of shotgun, or you want to call it.
Probably did.
Yeah. So I probably made the audible, and then that's when Zamir White got the touchdown. So he got a pass and also a fucking help with that. So that's what I'm saying. It was a combination, and it was the first drive of the fucking preseason. We can't kill this guy that came in and did a decent job against some number ones. In the first game of the preseason, bro, you're gonna fuck up. So,
but you gotta think too, Lo. You gotta think too, that this guy gets it. He wants to find a quarterback right there. So that's why he threw that corner route. He wants to see you.
That's why. Yeah, I would. That's why.
You're in a quarterback competition. You gotta throw the football.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I haven't really said nothing again about it. Obviously, that in a regular season, that's bad play calling, but when you want to see what you maybe have in the quarterback, and when you have a quarterback competition, maybe that's the reason why they go for those play calls. But the only thing I will say about that drive, and I like that drive. That it was 90-something yards and everything. The only thing I will say about that drive, and I said this that day, and I've said this, during the offseason, is the one thing with Minshew, and as much as he's accurate and shit like that, he doesn't like to really take chances, a lot of chances down the field, which that's not necessarily a bad thing, but the thing is he has to be perfect almost on every drive because you're going to need to be getting all of those little fucking passes, all of them, or you're gonna have to be really, really accurate because you're gonna have to be almost perfect. You're going to give the defense a lot more opportunities to come up with plays and shit like that. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities. That's the reason why I do agree with at the end of the day, I do agree with what AP said. Maybe at the end of the day, it was a 50-50 chance for me, whoever's going to be quarterback. But at the end of the day, it's what he said is what kind of made me think, yeah, that's the right choice for that explanation because they want to start off quicker when season starts. You know what I mean? And I think that he gives them a better chance at that. I think Minshew does give them a better chance at that. You know what I mean? And it's because you have to be perfect with that type of offense. That's the same thing that, last year with You know what I mean? Like with McDaniels' offense, like you had to run a 12, 13 play, fucking 14 play, drive to get in there, where sometimes you would have a 6, 7 play drive and still kicking, you're still punting the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you have a 6, 7 play drive and you're punting the ball, where there's some teams that are scoring in 6, 7 plays. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the one thing I think that's where Minshew gives them that advantage. You know what I mean? That's that veteran advantage, the quicker advantage, like, you know what I mean, being in this league a little bit faster, understanding more situations. I just think that's why I will agree with AP on the decision they made.
Yeah.
With the whole coaching staff.
And you're gonna hear this a lot, bro. You're gonna hear this a lot. You're gonna hear, like, game 5, we don't have an identity. We don't have an identity. Every year, Raider fans say that. AP told you already what our identity is going to be. So, whatever, if you come on this show, then we don't have an identity yet, your face is going to get bumped off, because you know what the identity is on this team already. It's to run the football and play good defense. That's what he said it was, and that's what it's going to be. So if we get all these visions of us chucking the ball for fucking 500 yards and all this shit, it probably isn't going to happen. Zeus is going to get a boatload of carries. Madison's going to get a boatload of carries, and we're going to see what we got. And that's why we're so concerned. That's why those coaches are so concerned about these offensive linemen that are injured and letting them wait so long, because they want them there in the long term.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he wants to solidify that offensive line. You can tell with, like, he brings up the offensive line all the time. He ain't talking about corners and linebackers. He knows he's going to have a good defense. But this running game, he's not tripping because DA ain't there. He knows what DA can do. He ain't tripping because Jacoby Myers is not there. He knows what he can do. Evidently, he let Bowers sit with a minor injury, and he knows what he can do already.
Yeah, because he's the only one back at practice today. He was already back at practice today.
The only one that was there that's not hurt is Mayer, and I think he played well in the Dallas game. The snaps he was in,
making some catches, making some first down on third down catches.
So
first downs.
We know we don't have an identity. Bullshit. That's why Hondo lost a bunch of respect from me. He was wrong on so many freaking things.
Yeah. But Gary, don't you think though that, like, our offense is going to be way different too? Like, just because of the simple fact that, like you said earlier, they threw the ball 50-something times. You know what I mean? In this last game, you know what I mean, with the 3 quarterbacks that they played. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not going to see that in the regular season. You know what I mean? You're not going to see those type of play calls in the regular season, to where you're going to see a totally different offense, to where it's going to be different. I just think it's going to be, the offense is going to run a lot different. You know what I mean? Nothing that you've seen in this preseason, you probably won't see in the regular season. I just think that this is where they're trying to work on things and shit like that. And also, they were trying to see what the quarterbacks had. Like, AP literally made that shit perfectly clear on Saturday night after the game in his press conference. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason why we threw the ball so many times today, because we wanted to see what we have in these guys. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I think it's going to be a lot different during this regular season with the play calling, dog.
Yeah, I agree.
That linebacker has a lower leg injury. Linebackers need those, so I guess he was back too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look at Gardner Minshew's always came in and, was flashy, whatever or not, because what he did, in college, whatever or not. He's never really had a fucking chance to actually run his own team. You know what I mean? That veteran stuff, bro, him being there, bro, and everybody kind of falling in, and everybody, okay, this is where we're going. I think they had a good fucking solid thing of what they wanted to do, and I think Getsy can open up the playbook a little bit more, because he can do that play action type stuff. He can do, you know what I mean, fucking RPOs type shit. He has a fucking good, like, knowledge of all playbooks. And even when he said that on the rush, he's like, bro, he goes, it's just different verbiage, stuff like that. He goes, there's so much you can do in the West Coast offense, and you know what I mean. You're looking at that. Guess who else came from the West Coast offense or a version of it? Da. Da knows fucking Getsy. It's all fucking working out to where it's like we're gonna be decent on that. And even I forgot who put it up here. Was it Art that put it? Yeah, it says since we're gonna be a run heavy offense, I think Minshew's gonna have a good year. It's gonna be a good balance. Obvious. It's gonna be a good balanced offense with all these different players, bro. I'm not really worried about too much. It's just about them getting into rhythm, staying into rhythm, and having fucking. I want this Minshew just to be a little bit more controlled. You know what I mean? That's all I need from him. Just a little bit more control. He doesn't have to be the fucking winner. You know what I mean?
He won't need to be in control. We're doing 5 yards of pop.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
5 yards of pop.
Yeah.
Because teams are going to do that. Teams are going to say, all right, we're going to run you. That's why it's so important if you run the football and you stop the run. Otherwise, they're just going to make you throw, man. That's what I would do. You stop the running game. If you can't do that, just that's why Raiders always had this problem of not being able to stop the run, and they didn't look very good these 2 games.
Yeah,
so if you get 150 yards in one half of running the football, that's not good.
At all.
I understand. Even with backups, it shouldn't change. It shouldn't change at all. You got to be able to stop the run. Well, that's all they're going to do to you. I would. That's all they're going to do is just run the ball against you. And we're going to be pissed off.
And they're going to tire you out. You can't rush to the outside. Then guess what? You're going to have to bring fucking Crosby to push him on the inside. You know what I mean? Have him fucking a 3-point stand. That's going to take away some of this fucking explosiveness. You know what I mean? Then you're going to just run to the outside, chip block them. And then it's gonna be just they're gonna run all over then everyone
take them out.
The defensive line's gonna get tired, and guess what? Once the defensive line gets tired, they're gonna do some play action. Fucking secondary gonna be ready for it. There's 15-yard plays. Yeah, then you start going, bro. So there's a lot of things that need to happen, bro. So I think they're gonna change it up a little bit. I don't think that they're disguising anything. I think they're just getting feel for the game. I think it's gonna be full go, week 1. Now, motherfucker, we gonna be there. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. I want to go right now. I'm gonna go sit out there and fucking just chill.
Did you guys notice? On another note, did you guys notice? When I was doing the play-by-play, almost every single kickoff that happened, it was penalty, punt, kickoff. There was a both sides. Almost every time there was a special teams play, there was a flag. Is it because of this new kickoff is making these guys hold and shit, or
that? I mean,
I think that's because they're so close. They just tangle with them so much, and the referees get to see it. The referees get to see them holding this guy when they can just hit each other. Then you can block them. You're taking away that hit.
It is weird. It's a weird setup. They're gonna take some time to get used to, bro. I just think it's a weird setup. It's fucking weird.
There was a grip of holdings on the Dallas Raider game.
I will say though that the ones though that they were penalties on were great for us because Tucker had a good run back, Turner had a good run back, Tucker had a couple, I think, and then Turner had one too. So we're like, those guys are gonna be critical on our special teams, dog. That's going to be a big part of our that's always a big part of the Raiders, to be honest. But I think that's always been in the kicking game because we always have a good field goal kicker and a good punter. We've always had that. You know what I mean? Regardless if we've sucked in every other position or whatever, we've had a good kicker and a good punter. From Shane Lecker to Janikowski to AJ Cole and Carlson now. You know what I mean? And it's just like
AJ Cole's a monster, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and now though, added to that, I think Tucker and DJ Turner are going to, even more, add more to the special teams, dog, to where like it's not just going to be the kicking game, it's going to be the return game too.
You're going to see them boot that shit high as hell. Every team we play against is going to boot it high as hell so their coverage can get there on them. If they don't, good luck. Make it take one back. I think Tucker's going to take maybe 1 or 2 back this season. He almost took 2 back in the preseason game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the short side of the field. On
The
short
little
side of the
cutback,
field,
a little cutback where he got kind of like was going too fast and he kind of like slowed down for the Raider player that was right in front of him. That kind of messed him up, but he was heading for a touchdown. That was 6, but I just think he's gonna break one. He's for sure gonna break one. No, that dude's too fast. He knows how to go. He knows how to get to the outside and get and just go upfield. You know what I mean? He gets to where he doesn't really like dancing too much, and he's fast, bro. So you're gonna have to take. I think he's gonna like you said, like a Devin Hester type. You're gonna make one cut and he's gonna go.
You see him ride that sideline. You see that ride that sideline for like 30 yards. I've never seen nobody do that and not go out of bounds. Those dudes trying to tackle, they were just they were just look. He just went through like that.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah,
fast, bro.
Hey, I got 2 questions right here. Because Gravy, you mentioned something. Free Thinker, shout out Free Thinker. He asked us, will you guys do go live and do a play-by-play? So if you guys go to Gravy's channel, he did do like a 7-hour live, but it was kind of like last minute, and we didn't do it on both channels. He did it on his. So are you gonna do one on Friday, bro? I'm gonna be working. So.
Wait, they play Friday?
Yeah, Friday. Let me see.
Friday?
Yeah.
I'm kind of. I don't think I'm gonna know all these guys' names, and I feel kind of stupid not doing that. But
I mean, bro, like you said, it's preseason. You're practicing. You know.
Yeah. If I say a number, if I recognize the dude, and if he's been shining during the thing, I enjoyed it. But I tend to get real, like, oh shit, here we go again, and then get excited. And then
7 p.m. on Friday. Yeah, so
it's
this
tough.
is gonna be more
tough.
of a. But most of these guys ain't gonna make the team though, Gravy. Like a lot of these guys, you won't even need to learn their fucking name. You gotta call them by their number anyway. They don't deserve it. Like they ain't gonna make the team. Fuck yeah, you know what I mean?
But it was fun.
Why learn the fucking name?
I enjoyed it. It was fun. I know the game. I know the formations. There wasn't a formation that they did that I didn't know. And defensively, Dallas has weird disguise type. They disguise their defense goods and they go into their primary defense. That's why I think Dallas is so good. But besides that, I would say they're in zone and their TDs would creep up, and I wouldn't be able to say it to the last minute. But that part. But the play by play every time down in distance and time and things like that, I got it.
I hope I get to watch the game on Friday, dog. I'll be on a fucking boat.
I'm on a boat, boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
So I mean, okay, I'm thinking. So Gravy. So like, let's talk
Mrs. Torres here. This live, boats and hoes.
She gonna be boats and hoes for real?
Oh, just like that.
You see like boats and holes. Like she's gonna be fucking putting holes in this motherfucker right here. Hey, shout out to Mrs. Raider Game 420 for her. Was it her birthday the other day? Something like that. Yeah. Shout out to her, bro. I want to say that shit the other day, but
Raider Gabe,
Mrs. Raider Game. I said Mrs. Raider Game.
Father of one was killed this weekend over a dispute with the. Just like training day. Just like trading day. When Lo said that, dude, that reminded me. When Lo said that,
my girl will be on the boat with me now. But
yeah, shit. No, but are you gonna go live? Because I'm not gonna be able to make it. So if we let them know now.
We'll do it like the way. We'll do it like the way we said it that we would the last one. I won't get at you later. Just assume that I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so then guess what, guys? We will be Gravy will be on. I don't know if Gabe's gonna be there, but if Gravy and whoever Gravy decides to have on, Gravy will be live doing a play-by-play, Gravy style, in the building.
It's gonna be on Stogies with Gravy.
Stogie with Gravy.
And then RaiderNationLive is gonna be on all our pages. Gabe's, mine, and it's gonna be on all 3 of us. So
yeah, all 3 of us.
Whatever which one you want to watch. I ain't down with credit, but just tell me if I do a good job, if I suck. If I suck, then I won't do it.
Prestige worldwide, yeah.
But that's the last time you tell me that.
So also, no. So anyways, Dodge one. get to that, but there's another good question from SoCal South. Shout out SoCal South, bro, man, and everybody in the chat. We got 60 people in the chat, man. Shout out to you guys. SoCal South with. So, what do you guys think we're gonna do with the money we have left? That is a good question. I see.
I think that's next week, dog. Tuesday, when they have to go down to 53. Like I said, like I said this a couple weeks back, where I think it's gonna be like another little mini type of little fucking like a free agency type shit, dog, where you're gonna see a lot of players out there. You're gonna see a lot of players out there because you're gonna see some guys get played, some guys get cut for not because they can't play. It's gonna, like I said like before, like a lot of them are going to be that reason. Most of them, to be honest, are going to be that reason. But then again, too, the Raiders are one of the fortunate teams to have money available to where the actual good people that are going to be cut for maybe other reasons, the Raiders I think have the ammunition to maybe pull the trigger and go get somebody like that. You know what I mean? So get somebody like that, maybe re-sign one of their own before the season starts. I think that's going to probably be more held out for the upcoming year. I mean, when you know that's
my plan.
Those contract, you know, probably discussions will come up, but I think that money is going to be used on somebody to improve this team.
Yeah.
And just think of it, you're going to see Palomar out there. You're going to see Christopher Smith out there.
Yep.
You're going to see maybe that Eichenberg kid out there. You're going to see the linebacker that I don't like out there. You're going to see
a lot of this money going. Because remember, a lot of this money don't necessarily hurt next year either. Because if you sign a player to a 1-year deal, that money comes off the books right away too. It's just a 1-year deal. You give them the guaranteed money, whatever, for this year, and you know what I mean. That money's not hurting next year's, you know, salary. So I just think they're gonna do something like that, to where if they feel like they need to help out the offensive line, go sign a veteran for a year. They feel like they need to, you know, help out the linebacking crew. They're gonna go sign a veteran for a year. You know what I mean? It's just I just think that's what's probably gonna be something somewhere along the lines of like that, like signing like that, and then. A lot of that money will be used for the upcoming contract talks with the players of our own.
I think we're gonna get rid of a lot of our defensive linemen, bro. None of them did shit.
We have to.
That had a lot of hype behind their name and didn't do nothing for 2 years straight already.
Okay. Can we name what are the guys right now? We got Jenkins, Adam Butler. You got Byron.
Do the ones that's balling. Do the ones that are balling.
Matthew Butler. They have Tyree. But I'm just naming all of them. Tyree, and those are guys that are not even starters yet. You know what I mean? And then they got Adam Butler. They got Max, Kuntz, Wilkins, Nesta Jade. Damn, that's already 10 guys right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot of guys cut on the DT. Yeah. McCall, another one. Like you know, that's another dude. That's I think there's gonna be a lot of dudes that are gonna be cut on this defensive tackle for sure. Good players too. That's what I'm saying. Some teams might be too stacked at their position too, at a certain position too, where good players are going to be cut because they have to. They can't carry that many. Like I'm pretty sure there's going to be some teams calling for some of these guys that might be cut by us, like a fucking Byron Young, like somebody like that. You know what I mean? Like I just think that maybe not Byron Young because I don't think Byron Young is going to be cut, but like Matthew Butler or somebody like that, or like that other fool, Janoris, was it Robinson? Like, because that's another fucking defensive lineman I didn't even name. I mean, they got Robinson, you know what I mean? So it's like they got a lot of dudes out there that I think they're gonna still do something for another team, but it's just I think we're too heavy at that position.
Yeah,
just too many.
Robinson was in there early in games.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a good look at him. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe
I didn't say that. I didn't even necessarily say he was going to be cut. I'm saying that's just another name I didn't even name. That's what 11, 12 guys deep. already.
That's a big boy right there too. Robinson's a big boy. He looked like he got the arm length and all that like Tyree, but more athletic and better.
That's a lot of dudes, though. That's gonna be a lot. That's a big part of your team right there. But shit,
Everybody keeps on saying to fucking cut Tyree, man, but that's 10 milli right there, bro. That is 10.
That's just not going to happen. I wish. I mean, that could happen where it wouldn't hurt our team as much. But the only reason I say it's not gonna happen is just because of the contract situation, dog. Like, and I guess they're still gonna. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna not still hold hope on. You know what I mean? Because I mean they picked them that high. So like when a team is that much invested, they're still gonna hold on to hope, dogs. But I mean, it's getting like less and less of a damn chance. That's for sure. It's almost
He
damn.
AP doesn't have any ties to this guy. The only one that has ties to him is that had to sign off on this and probably was excited about it is Graham. Because Graham was there during that pick. So Graham signed out. Graham said, "Yeah, I need this dude."
Hey, my opinion, no, Raiders have not won at SoFi. We haven't won.
Did they win that year? Did they win the year with those no fans?
Not at SoFi. Not at SoFi. Let me double check.
So far,
2020. I just think we haven't won there with with fans. Which that makes a big difference.
it doesn't matter. No one was there. That shit don't count.
Yeah, like we gotta. Be regardless. We gotta win that fucking game. I don't give a fuck where it's at. We can play that shit in the fucking nearest local high school. I don't give a fuck. We gotta win. We gotta beat them stupid ass. That's it.
I got that ass at Riverside High, bro. We go to Riverside High and beat your ass. No matter where. Parking lot. In the parking lot. Let's go. Let's go heads up.
We got 2 chances this year. We should win both. Fuck that shit. Let's go over there and let's win both in LA.
By game 4, man. By game 4, I want to buy me a Coach jersey. By game 4. And a Diablo. And at the end of the year, I hope I could give me a 0 jersey.
Jacorian?
I've always
been. No, man. I still need I don't know. Probably gonna get see how they perform first. I'm gonna see what guys perform at the beginning of the season. Then I'll go get another jersey because I already got a guy that.
Eichenberg.
Well, we gotta see. He's a little bit nicked up right now. No.
Yeah.
I ain't never buying a Wilson jersey. I ain't making no bets to buy a Wilson jersey.
We just gotta go out there and play fucking.
And I bet you there's gonna be a bunch of them in people wasting their money.
So it says right here, as of August 2024, the Las Vegas Raiders have played in SoFi Stadium a total of 6 times since opening in 2020. Their record in the stadium is 1-5. They have faced both the LA Chargers and the LA Rams in the venue. The Raiders will have another opportunity to play SoFi Stadium in 2024 season, opening and facing the Chargers. Okay.
Let's go. I just think we're gonna win, dog. We're gonna win on that game 1. I just think it's set up. I just think we're gonna go in there, dog, and just show why.
It says the Las Vegas Raiders won their first game in the stadium against the New Orleans Saints. Part of the so we played what? The Las Vegas Raiders won their first game in SoFi Stadium September 21st, 2020 against the New Orleans Saints. Nah.
Against the Chargers. There was no fans in the house. It was the COVID year.
That's when Carr was quarterback. That fool got the only win in
Chargers. It wasn't the Chargers. It wasn't the Saints. What up, that? Yeah, so it says right here, it says, apology for the confusion. Chat fucking GBT. You got to double check that shit. It says, the Raiders' only victory in SoFi Stadium was October 4th, 2021, when they defeated the Los Angeles Chargers 18-24 during a Monday Night Football game. The victory was marked as the first win in SoFi Stadium opened since 2020. Yeah, so crazy. That's crazy.
So the Chargers played. The Chargers played at SoFi first before the Rams did.
No, I think so. No, because that was October already. They played into September
2021. Yeah.
Well, they said it was the first win at SoFi for the team.
For the Raiders. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Chargers won.
Nobody had an opinion. Nobody had a.
Chargers won in the
November 8th. It was November 8th, 31-26. Yeah. Renfro led with the most. He had the most receiving yards, and Booker had the most rushing yards that day.
Booker, damn.
Carr had 165 yards passing that day.
Fuck.
That's about his speed right there. Yeah. How many touchdowns and picks did he have?
It doesn't say. It just says the high end rush, high end pass, and high end receptions, and then the score, 31-26. It was a high scoring game.
It was 31. That many field goals? Yeah, 8 field goals right there. 10 field goals. I wouldn't doubt it back then. That's when the car started showing his shit, his inconsistency. That's when I started seeing it.
Damn, that one we had Devontae Booker. Remember we got him from the Giants?
Devontae Booker, yep.
You solid.
So there's reports saying that Herbert practiced this week. So it looks like he's gonna be playing. They
said he looked good too. So we'll see. I don't give a fuck though, really. I just think we're gonna go in there and get it anyway. Regardless who plays quarterback for them.
Max is gonna fucking end his fucking career or what?
Mm-hmm.
Today that did look ugly though. Today's that passing in practice, like Minshew can't do that. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Threw it right at Max. Max picked that shit off, took it back for fucking 60, 70 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
He threw a pick. He threw a pick already in practice.
Well, in the open practice, I think it was like open. It looked like it was open practice.
Let me see if I can pull it up and show it. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you guys, but we'll see what happens.
It's supposed to be like a quick pass to the outside, and then he did he kind of took a couple steps to the right, rolled out a little bit to the right, threw it. Max was right there, fucking batted it, picked it off, took it back.
Shout out Raider, bro. It's their film. So let me share screen real quick. Share window, boom. So let's see if I can show it real quick. Hopefully no one will fucking. But this was the play right here.
Oh, it was a quick pass.
But
yeah, boom, fucking Max, dog. That's just a great fucking play though, dog. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
What fucking? I'm sorry, dog, but I know Minshew, whatever. You don't want to see no fucking interceptions, anything like that. But that's just a great player doing great things.
He tried to sign wide at the side wide at them, bro.
Yeah.
But did you see that fucking look at just how the adjustment that he makes just to bat the ball down, go up, find the ball, and then dive, catch it, get up, and run. That's special, dog.
Who's he trying to throw it to? He's a screen to DA.
That's fucking special, dog. That's just different. You're not gonna see
nobody blocked him.
Damn near nobody do that play but him.
Yeah. That's just dope.
I don't want to get in his way either.
You're supposed to cut a guy like that, though. You gotta go for his legs, but Max is just too smart for that shit, dog. You know what I mean? When a tackle's supposed to, kind of like chop at the legs right there to kind of make them come down. You know what I mean? Get their hands down, but Max is just too smart and athletic for that shit, dog. And you see that shit. Like, hopefully that just happens to other teams. Like, that's just the reason. That's just what he's gonna do, dog. You know what I mean? It's just Max doing his thing.
One of the things I was gonna say, probably gonna get out of here short because I'm fucking burnt, bro. You guys want to keep on going, or you guys we can just we can be live on Thursday too. Yeah, I know Greg will 18 hours, bro.
Nah, I'm pretty tired too. I gotta go wake up early tomorrow too. But we're gonna have
a little bit more than a half an hour.
It's coming up, dog. So we're gonna fucking have.
Yeah, we're gonna be on Thursday too, anyways, and then you're gonna be live on Friday doing the play-by-play. So you know what I mean. But anyways, what I was gonna say was fucking made me lose fucking train of thought though. But see, that's what I was gonna say. Even with plays like this that are happening and stuff like that, shout out Ark when he was saying that we're supposed to be a predominantly run-heavy team. You know what I mean? No matter who the quarterback was gonna be, whether it's gonna be AOC or whatever, or not, this defense is supposed to be this is gonna be the catalyst of our team to get wins.
Yep.
They're gonna be the key. A lot of people are pushing off the fucking fact that this is supposed to be the defense. They're the longer team that's been together. Most of the players have been together. Patrick Graham has them all firing on the same cylinder, looking the same way. Then you got fucking, the extra coaches and stuff like that with Philbin, and then what's the name? Marvin Lewis, right? Marvin Lewis? Yeah. I believe so. Not Marvin Lewis. What's the name? Yeah, Marvin Lewis, right?
I want to ask John. I think John, were you at the practice today, though? Because I mean, shit, like that's some good information right there too. Minshew threw a 22-yard pass to Tucker right after that. It was did Powers play with the first team, or was he out there at all? Like with the actual, you know what I mean, playing with the units and shit, like out there, like playing against the defense and shit.
Yeah. I don't know if Ja was there or not, but
When the tape's out there,
yeah, there's gonna be more tape out there and stuff like that. How's Junkies, bro? I've been up since 4:00 this morning, bro. Like, got started this new job. It's all day.
Okay.
So, but
Lunatic was live, and JPJ played with the first team. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Nice.
Lunatic put 7 o'clock on his shit, then he don't start till like 2 or 1 or something like that.
Fucking Luke.
I don't know what time he starts. He's playing with me.
He said, honestly, the defense has been a letdown. I don't think so, Kenna. Not really. I don't really see that. So I thought we would have had better than 0 sacks. Yeah, that's true too. But we're not starting the whole fucking team. And from what
the run defense was a letdown.
Yeah,
that was
Jack Jones. Jack Jones is a beast. You know what I mean? So
it'll be different during the season, though. I just feel like it's going to be different when you got a healthy dose of those starters all game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I think it's going to be a different story when you got Max out there for 90% of the plays going up against.
You rotating guys in. I understand that. Yeah. You're rotating guys in there. Some of them don't know.
And they didn't look. I do agree. Run defense has to get better as far as from what we see in the preseason. But as far as like the starting defense gave up what at the most? I think it was 6 points in both games. The starting defense gave up 6 points in both games. That's all they gave up in both games. 6 points. The starting defense has given up only 6 points in the starting. But yeah, there was some guys playing deep into like the second, third quarter in this last game and shit like that. But as far as like our actual all our defense being out there, you know what I mean? With our ones when Max is out there and Kuntz is out there and shit like that, and Wilkins is out there, I think you've only seen them score 2 field goals on us.
So let me pull that up real quick. Let me see something real quick.
The thing is, though, where Low does that game is that we got to think and we got to look forward that our first 2 games are 2 teams that do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both them hardballs are run the football first. And I'm
And we
not
got the
worried
hardball
about.
first 2 games, huh?
I'm not worried about San Diego or LA. I'm not worried
I
about
haven't even
them
thought
running.
about that shit. We got the
But
hardballs the first 2 games.
Yeah, and they're the
Man.
same way. They're the same way. Harbaugh doesn't mind that Lamar doesn't throw the ball all the time. He likes it when he runs. And then they added one of the best running backs ever that still has juice on their team. That's a weapon that if we play the way we play, if that's what we see, and I understand people are rotating in and things like that. But that dude needs to be stopped. And we need to shut him down.
Derrick Henry don't want to see Spillane in the hole again.
That's what played, bro. I want Spillane to.
All I know is the one time I've seen the hardest I've ever seen Derrick Henry be hit was by Robert Spillane. Laid his ass.
But I want to see
out.
that. I want to see that tenfold when we play against him.
He don't want to see him in the hole. He don't want to see Spillane in the hole.
So you're the man now. So get up in that hole and get that dude. And he can go outside. King Henry go outside. Get up in that hole.
Hey, but what Gabe was saying right now, Gabe was right. Both the defense only gave up 3 points in both first quarters. So, and then after that, everything was fucking atrocious. Gave up 10 points, 0 in the third, and then 14 in the fourth in the Dallas game. And then also, let me go right here back to the Vikings game. Defense gave up 17 in the second. No, I apologize. The Raiders scored 17 points in the second quarter. So in the first half, they've only scored. In the first quarter, both teams only scored a total of 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not even 6. It's 3 points total. Second quarter, they put 7 up, and then 14 in the third, and then 3 with Vikings, and that was a close game. It was 23-24. So yeah, but yeah. So I mean, we're gonna be good, man. Regardless, whatever, they're gonna get it all together and shit, man.
You make a splash in the first quarter, that don't mean shit,
bro. If they go out there and beat the 2 hardballs, you know how, and they don't make no fucking fuss about it, that's just hate, because they obviously think the world of John Harbaugh. You know what I mean? They like he's always been the fucking. He always has the Ravens, in nearly there, or a team that's always been ready to to reckon with and shit like that in the AFC, especially with Lamar now. They just always have won, and now they're hyping up the Harbaugh with Herbert and shit like that. So we go out there and we go 2-0 against these fucking Harbaugh fucking brothers. And especially we go to Baltimore and beat them, and 2 road games necessarily, but not really, because fucking LA is gonna be a home atmosphere. But if they can go and start off 2-0, 1-1, dog, it don't really matter to me. Like it just matters to me how much they play. But if they go 2-0, damn, dog, this I think everybody's gonna forget about fucking, oh shit, we don't have a quarterback of the future. We start off 2-0, everybody's gonna start talking about Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that, and it's just like, I won't get there after 2 games, but I will damn be sure, like, very, very confident in where we're going.
I'll be saying we got something here. We got something here after that. We beat those 2 running teams, and then have Carolina coming home. I said we got something there.
Hell yeah.
But man, I hope Derrick Henry's not there when my fantasy hits. Dude. I hope.
He said, I hope.
'Cause I'm a pickle. I'm gonna pickle. I just hope he's not. And I will start him over the Raiders.
Oh, he's so stupid.
I will.
Well, guys, man, we're gonna get out of here, man.
In fantasy, you don't care who you're playing against. You know what I mean? And I don't get.
Yeah.
Like,
you're trying to win. I get that, but you know,
I don't play them against the Raiders. I don't play people against the Raiders. That when they're playing against the Raiders, I won't play them.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that too.
Like if I had, like, I've had Mahomes before, and I won't play them when they're playing the Raiders that week.
You're
Oh, fuck no,
crazy. Crazy.
I'll take a loss.
I won't.
I'll take a loss.
I won't.
Hey,
No,
I'm more-
I'm smart enough to have, maybe a good backup quarterback here or there, but like I won't play him when he plays the Raiders.
Yep. Agreed.
That's why you're gonna take last, both of y'all.
Well, shit, man.
Yeah,
When you
I'm
out of here, man? I'm fucking tired,
Just
bro.
get-
I'm sorry.
Just get better. Just get better than Auntie, bro. So Auntie
Auntie, man. You gonna throw shots?
Hey,
at
I
Auntie?
who won the first championship of that league?
Twan.
One. Shout out.
The first one?
Last year was our first. Holler squad.
Oh, okay. No,
This
the first one we were in. Who was that first champion? When we were the league we were in together? Huh?
Gabe was. That's why Gabe the money.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Everybody wanted to share it. Oh, they should share it because it was during that.
I was up by like
Buffalo
100
Cincinnati.
points. I was up by like 100 points, and then that was the year of the Bengals Bills game with all that shit with Hamlin and all of that shit. Like that shit happened because of all that shit with the fantasy at the end. Like I was up by like 100 points in the championship game, and they wanted us to split it. Like fuck that! What the fuck?
They got mad at me and told me, "Why'd you send them under the game?" I go, "Because Gabe was winning by 100 points, and there was no way that." Well, that game ended in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But see, Gabe had players. Each of those guys had players on that team. But
yeah, I still had Josh Allen and I think it was Jamar Chase or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Petit had like a Mixon that was hurt, and he had the defense or something. I go, ain't no way this guy's gonna get 100 points.
Yeah, there was no way.
So Gabe had Chase and fucking.
I think he had Burrow or something like that. That's why he thought he had a chance or whatever. But it's like we both have both quarterbacks. So like, come on, they're gonna cancel themselves out, and it's like I'm up by 100 points. There's no way.
They got mad. Gravy, what you said at the game? It was too soon. I go, shit. Gabe was gonna win.
But fantasy's gonna be crazy this year, dog. A lot of new guys that are gonna, I think, make a splash early. So those gems to find them, dog. Like if you find those gems, those guys. I don't even want to say any names right now because I've been doing some research. So like it's just
you've been doing mock drafts.
If you find those names, it's just like, especially if they explode. That's when you get an edge against those other teams, dog. Because when you pick those players that you never knew and then they just start balling, man.
They gonna make go sleep out of here. Get out of here, man. Go stay Raiders. Don't drink and drive. Stay Raiders and get out.
No, you gotta listen to this. You're gonna be in the league this year. You gotta.
I don't even care. I got
write this shit down. You gotta write this down,
bro.
I'm probably gonna be 8th in every league, bro. I'm not even lying to you, bro. I'm probably gonna be 8th in every league, bro.
You gotta write this stuff down,
You're gonna be 12. You're gonna be 12th in this league.
No, I'll at least be 8th, bro. I'm not that bad. I'm not gonna be that bad. But
we
pay attention to it. I don't want to hear this. I ain't got no time. It's
gonna be a good year, though. It's gonna be a good year for everything. Fantasy, Raiders, everything, dog. It's just gonna be great football. I just love that September's coming. Football's here, dog. Football is here. College football, even. Like I'm gonna be just fucking
time to get paid in September.
Saturday, Sunday, dog. Monday, Thursday, fucking occasional Fridays. Like all of those days, I'm gonna be glued to the TV. And I love that shit because I mean, it's just football. You can't get tired of football.
Look at this guy messing up your life, bro.
All right, I'm fucking tired, bro. I want to fucking go. You guys want to stay alive? I'm out.
Out.
Damn,
we're good. Go to sleep. I know I hear you snoring.
You know what? Grady takes naps in the middle of the day.
Get off the call. Get off the call.
Go home and put your little apparatus on, your little Darth Vader shit. Go get the fuck out of here, bro.
We'll make up for it on Thursday. We'll make up for it on Thursday.
I can't do that no more.
7 hours. Me and Gabe do 7 hours right now, bro.
Oh shit.
Going on vacation.
No, I gotta wake up at 4. I gotta wake up at 4.
That's why Gravy did a fucking 18-hour show the other day because of that house. That's what he did, and that's what kept.
Devil's
Captain, what up,
dandruff,
man?
bro.
Appreciate you.
Devil's dandruff does wonders for
Shout
you
out
when you
Kevin
watch
Point.
football.
Gabe wants to go to 1 a.m. You ain't lying, bro. Go home, low. I am home, dog. I'm back.
I am home.
Wants to
Nah,
go
but hey, now we're good though. Hey, we went 140.
Puppy. He
We
wants
went
to go
140.
puppy.
We did the 140 shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, but we will be live on Thursday, man. I will have sleep. I will have rest, man. It just was kind of a crazy day. I was supposed to get like 2 hours with the rest. It didn't happen. But yeah, man, thank you guys for pulling in, man. We had like, I think 70 at the chat at one point, man. Hit the like button on the way out, man.
Shit,
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, be thankful what you do, not what you don't. Don't drink and drive, man. And how we always end the show, man. We'll be live Thursday, 8 o'clock, and Sunday. Oh, Sunday, we will be having a special guest. You'll see. I'll talk about a little bit more on Thursday, but we will have a guest. I don't think, Gabe, you're not going to be here on Sunday, huh? Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. If I'm able to get Wi-Fi from the boat, though, then
Oh no,
yeah,
man. Go do your thing, man. So you know, just make sure you
dedication.
have.
I could do an hour from the boat. Shit, fuck it.
Man, Gabe's gonna be over there talking to his homeboys, man. His little Chapo homeboys over there, bro.
If I could get some Wi-Fi from the boat, now then fuck yeah, then. But if not, then I hopefully we'll see you guys Tuesday for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll be here Thursday.
All right, for sure. So we'll be here Thursday, man, 8 o'clock, man. Make sure you tune in. We'll talk a little bit more about the Niners game or whatever, not who's going to be starting and shit like that. Maybe we'll have a little bit more, man. But you guys be safe, man. Have a great rest of the week, man. And how we always end this show on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders!